Okay, now I'm recording. Yay!
Ah,
Everyone who's watching this, you guys, we just had a dance party to Quad City DJs. Come on, ride the train. Cute, cute. And you missed it
Zebra style.
because you weren't here. Okay, so I'm going to be super honest with you guys because you know I'm always honest. 15 minutes ago, I was like, Jason, what should I talk about tonight? And he was like, you don't know? I was like, no, I don't know. He's like, well, what were you going to talk about? I'm like, well, I talked about it yesterday. So this kind of ties into what I talked about yesterday on the team page about skills that we need to have. And I know I said you got to be a people person, but I'm going to tell you some for real skills that I think you need to have in order to be successful. So the first is you need to know how to book parties. And I'll just go through these all real quick and then we'll talk about them individually. You need to have hostess coaching skills. You need to have selling skills. You need to have customer service and follow-up skills. And you need to have sponsoring skills. So my business approach has always been very laid back. So laid back that sometimes I think people on our team probably think that I just answer the phone and be like, hey friend, you want to buy some stuff? And then my friends just all buy stuff. I promise you that's not how it happens. I just think that, I've been a direct seller for so long. I feel like such an old lady. Cause it's been, what year are we in? 2017. It will be 13 years oh my gosh, 13 years on Thursday that I have been in direct sales. So I think some of the behavior and some of the skills are just kind of ingrained. Does that make sense? It's like I'm almost consciously, I don't even know I'm doing them. But yeah, so I don't know why I said all that. Just so that you guys know that people don't just call me up all the time and buy stuff. But as far as I think booking parties, yeah, there's language, there's things that you can say. There's a little bit of psychology behind it because in some cases you are getting people to do something that they're not certain they want to do it, but you know how much fun it's going to be. And so you have to present it in a way that they go, oh yeah, duh, of course I want to do that. So I believe if this is not in our team page, I'll make sure to upload it, but there's some sample booking verbiage that I got from the tag team, who I love, because they just say everything so casual anyways. So I'll share that. As far as hostess coaching goes, this is one that I've struggled with a lot. I had some really crappy parties. I've had horrible parties. I've had Facebook parties that no one showed up to. It was me and the host, and even she was late. And so I had to figure out, okay, why? What's going on? Well, what's going on, there's two situations. One is that she had no idea what to do, so she did nothing. Number two is I told her what to do and she didn't care. She just thought she could invite people and everybody was going to come and then buy a bunch of stuff so she could get free stuff. So, and you're going to run into that no matter how well you host coach. Sometimes people are just not going to do what you ask. But as far as hostess coaching goes, I even try to make that very simple, all very casual, because you almost don't want people to think that they're working for it, but they are working for it. Personally inviting guests. So I hosted a party. When was that party I hosted, Tiffany? Was that March? In March. I hosted a party for another consultant for another company in March. And before I invited a single person to that event page, I private messaged them. And it was something to this effect. Hey girl, I'm hosting a blah, blah, blah party. It's going to be so much fun. I really like these products. Would you like to come check it out? And I would say 75% of the people that I asked said yes. And so then I added to them to the event. And I would say about 65-ish% of the people that said yes, and I added them to the event, actually clicked that they were going to the event. And they engaged. I had such an engaging group on that party. And Jason was like, why can't all your parties be like this? I'm like, well, because all my hostesses are not like me. You know, number one, I wanted some free stuff. Not going to lie. I wanted some rewards. But I also wanted to share that product with other people because most of the people that I invited had never tried it before. Does this sound familiar at all? Do you guys know a product that a lot of people don't know that they should be going to parties for? Are you saying pick me?
Yes, I muted myself. But
Oh, okay. So yeah, so I worked hard for that party, and my party sales were over $700 with that company. Is that not crazy?
That's incredible.
I hustled.
Will you host parties for me?
Will I host a party for you? I'll think about it. Let me check my calendar. But I'll be honest with you, I've hosted other direct sales parties, and they haven't been that spectacular. I mean, I've had some decent ones, but that was a product that I was really excited about. It's a skincare company. I'm in a place right now where I don't love my skin. You guys see me half the time with this is the makeup I put on at like 7:30 this morning. And I didn't reapply it. I just don't do that. So my skin's not perfect and I don't love it, but I like that product. I like the consultant, and she's bought from me one time. I don't even 100% know if she even used what she bought yet. Because the times I asked her, she said that they were redoing her bathroom and she hadn't used it yet. So I need to follow up with her. I'm going to write that down real quick. Okay. But I liked her. I liked the product, and I was determined to share that product with my friends. So she didn't have to do a whole lot of coaching because I already knew what I was supposed to do, but that's not always the case. So don't assume that your host knows what their job is. You do have to tell them, and you have to tell them in a way that they're excited about it. Sometimes you have to incentivize people, especially with online parties. I will usually offer a gift to my host if she has a certain amount of people RSVP. So that means she has to do the work of messaging people. Don't just invite 700 of your closest friends. Be specific, be strategic, and I hate to use the word strategic because it always sounds like everything I do and say is calculated. I promise it's not. But don't invite people that are party poopers. So pick your best people, your favorite people, the people that you'd want to have a home party with because they're so much fun. So 50 people, have them invite. There are 50 people, and they have to message all of them. They have to. I promise it's a game changer. I had a party. I have a customer in Arizona that I've known since 3rd grade, and she out of the blue contacted me to try Pink Zebra, and she was my customer for over a year. And finally in December, I was like, hey, why don't you have a party? Let's just see what happens, see if we can get you something for free. And she was like, yeah, I've been thinking about doing that. Well, had I not ever brought that up, she probably wouldn't have ever told me. And she did exactly what I told. She didn't over invite. She did reach out to people first. I had guests tell me that they liked that she reached out to them first to ask if they wanted to come. And it was a $300 Facebook party, and I got so many new customers from it. And I mean, it was awesome. It was an exciting, fun party. So that's what hostess coaching can do. Will there still be flops? Of course. It'll just happen. Hi. Okay, so next is selling. So I love to sell, but I don't like to be salesy. So, have you guys ever heard of suggestive selling? That's where Well, I don't know what it means, actually. The thought just popped out of my head. Tiffany, help me. Take over. I'm tapping you in. So, like, suggestive selling is just, it's, what does it mean? I'm just going to Google. I don't even care. See, I'm not perfect, y'all.
Suggestive selling is where you put the idea in their head that they need the product.
Thank you, Spring.
Yay!
Car sales.
Yeah, car sales for sure. And it's also suggestive selling also helps you upsell. So this is what Google says. It's a sales technique where the employee asks the customer if they would like an additional purchase or recommends a product which might suit the client. So when you hear someone say, "Oh, my kids are so stinky." Hello? You know? Or, gosh, I wish I could find a candle that smelled good all the time. You know? So you have to kind of listen out for those cues. But as far as how I sell at parties, it's crazy. Sometimes I tap dance. Sometimes I just like wiggle and shimmy. I'm a big goofball. The way I sell at parties is to make people laugh. The more fun they're having, in my experience, the easier it is for me to get a sale from them. And if you don't have the personality to tap dance and wiggle, then don't. Please don't feel like you have to be me, because sometimes being me is not all it's cracked up to be. But no, you just have to find the style that works for you, but keep it fun, keep it simple. There's no need to put like a pressure on people. I mean, I've seen some like crazy things from my previous direct sales career, and I've probably done some crazy things from that time as well. I don't think that we have to like make our people buy stuff from us.
Mm-mm.
I think if people, like, you show your passion for the product, you share it in a fun way, and you make it easy for people to be your customer, I think that's kind of like, that's how you sell. That's my personal opinion. Does anybody have anything else to add?
So basically, suggestive sales is just trying to meet a need as, you know, if somebody says their bathroom stinks.
It's kind of teaching them that they need the product, but they don't realize they have that need. You're helping them realize their need.
I like it. Clearly, I need to learn a little more about it. I didn't even remember the definition. All right, so let's talk about customer service and follow-up. Let me check that. I don't want to keep you guys here all night. Okay, Tiffany, was that you who was like, "Oh,
yeah."
Okay,
That's my downfall.
Sister
Follow-up.
Girl, it's my downfall too. And I hope I give you hope, because it's my downfall too. and hey, there's 2 little sales consistency awards. So by golly, somehow I made it work. Hey, Vicky's here.
Hi, Vicky.
Hi.
What?
We're saying hi.
What are y'all laughing about?
Oh, you, because we were like, hi, and you were like saying nothing. We were waiting.
I was waiting too. I didn't see anybody.
Hi.
Hi.
Tiffany!
It's Tiffany.
What are you doing?
I love it.
They're laughing at me.
We have what, 3, 4? We have 4 levels right here. 5 4. Wait, I'm level 0 for all intents and purposes. I'm 0.
I'm 1. Woohoo!
2.
Don't call me number 2.
No, you're not. Who does number 2 work for? And then we've got Spring, who's on your level 3.
Yeah.
And then your level 3's team member is Anna. So we
How
have,
come I can't see everybody?
I don't know. Well, Spring is on the phone. So if you see her on the phone, that's her.
Hi,
So
Spring.
Hi there.
I love
Turn the
it.
light.
We have all levels represented here. I love it.
Yeah, much better. I can see now. Thank you.
Yay. When you turn the light on, you can see.
Ugh. Sorry, my cat just ran across my stomach.
I thought she said something other than cat.
Hey now.
I thought she said my crotch just ran across my stomach.
How the hell is my crotch going to run across my stomach?
Hey, aren't we recording?
No.
Years. If
How long have
people,
y'all been on?
like 20 minutes. If
Wow.
people
Sorry.
can't handle being entertained on the YouTube channel, then this ain't the channel for them. Okay, so we're gonna talk about customer service and follow-up. And yes, Tiffany already went, and then I was like, yeah, I know. It's really tough for me because honestly, I feel like sometimes I'm bothering people.
I feel that way.
Yeah, I don't want people to feel like I'm only trying to sell them things. But you know what? I don't think people think of us the way we think of ourselves.
I don't think so.
They just don't. And so I'm now in a position, there are people, and I'm saying this like on record for the world of YouTube and beyond, there are people that I met at parties in August that I haven't talked to since. And that's not okay.
No, it's not.
But don't be mean to me. Don't be mean to me.
No, I'm the same way.
But it's like, it's my fault. It's me thinking, oh, this is probably not a good time to reach out to them, you know? So now I'm like, well, if they love Pink Zebra, if they still want to be my customer, I still want them to be my customer. So now what? So now I feel like I've put myself in a position where I need to offer them some type of coupon, something to say, hey, I was a crappy consultant. You should have heard from me before now, but you're hearing from me now. If you love your products and want more, I still want to take care of you. Ta-da. But it sucks that I put myself in that position. And that's not to say that none of my customers have heard from me since August, because they have. The ones that I can follow up with the easiest are the ones that I have the closer relationship with, the people who become like friends. And not every customer is going to be that way. Some people merely only want that sprinkle dealer customer relationship. But the people that started out as customers and I've built a friendship with, they're the easier ones to follow up with because I'm already very comfortable reaching out to them. I'm probably reaching out to them about something else because we hang out outside of sprinkle dealer customer relationship.
Where'd you get that?
But real quick, what I want to tell you guys about follow-up is you have to come up with a system that's going to work for you. I'm trying not to do a paper system right now. I may end up, changing it up and doing something. But what has worked the best for me is this app Evernote.
Yes. Tiff and I were talking about that today.
Have you guys seen my little video?
No.
Did you guys know that I trained on Evernote at Reunion last year?
I saw your video.
No. You saw it? I didn't see it.
Which video did you see?
You didn't tell me about that.
When you were talking about Evernote, you told me about it at Christmas time, so I went and watched it right after.
I don't remember what I said at Christmas. Well, it's not, honestly, Vicky, it's not that great a video. It's very basic. But,
she's done more than I have.
So what I did was, and like I said, if this doesn't work for you, don't do it. But
yeah, I want to do it.
This works for my sanity. I have my phone with me everywhere I go. So if I think of somebody and I'm like, ooh, I should probably check in with them, I can. So I created a little Evernote notebook. I say that in air quotes because it's not a real notebook. It's just in my phone. And each page of the notebook is a different customer. So in this, I am taking pictures of order forms. I'm snapping.
I can't see that.
No, it's you'll probably be able to see it a little better on the
Yeah.
on the video, the playback. But yeah, so I have a little takes a little scan of the paper order form, and it adds in here the photo. So I see what this person ordered. They have 2 orders. And I can set a reminder of when I want to follow up with them. All the experts that I have followed, or most of them, suggest 2 + 2 + 2 follow-up. So 2 days after the sale, and that's basically just a thank you so much for your order. I'll let you know when it's shipped. And then 2 weeks is just want to make sure that you received your order and that you don't have any questions. Did you get a chance to smell, blah, blah, blah. What did you think of it? Just, you're not there to like sell them anything. You're just checking in with them. And then your 2-month follow-up is, hey, are you in need of more blah, blah, blah. That's when you can be
Thank you.
getting a reorder from them. So I'm not 100% following that to a perfect T, considering that there are people that I haven't talked to since August. But I'm trying to get back on that schedule. So right now I have 25 customers that I have set notifications for on my phone that this week I have to follow up with them. And some of those people are going to be getting the, I'm so sorry you haven't heard from me. How would you like 10% off your next order? Because I don't want to lose them. Amy! Hi.
Hi, Amy.
We can see you.
Can we hear you? Hello.
No, well, maybe her volume's not high.
I don't know.
Well, we can't hear you, Amy, but we can see you.
Maybe she can't hear us. Can you hear us?
Well, we can't hear her to know if she can hear us.
She can nod. Yes. Oh.
Vicky, you're a hoot. Well, I'm almost done, so
My bad.
you'll want to watch the replay.
It's all good.
Okay, and so we talked about follow-up. So with customer service, you guys moved around on me.
She left. She didn't like what I had to say.
Someone else is here.
Oh,
Someone else is here.
Jenny.
I love this.
no. I'm gonna.
Awesome.
There she is. Amy's back.
Yay. Jenny's here. Jenny. I almost said that kind of like Forrest Gump style. Jenny, I have a dark wrinkles that I owe you. Vicky, I have things I owe you too.
Oh, I know, but I love you. It's okay.
And do you still have my my table runner?
Oh yeah, I saw that. Actually, it's in my van today.
I was thinking about that.
You need it back. I
Well, not
know.
yet, but I'm trying to get an event definitely for July, maybe sooner.
I'm going to be getting my own. Hey, what? Real quick, I know this doesn't have anything to do with what we're talking about, but real
That's
quick, Sharon Reisner. I
Mhm.
talked to her today, and she's got a PET scan Wednesday,
gosh.
and Thursday she goes in for another MRI, and I need y'all to lift her up in prayer because it doesn't look good.
Oh gosh.
It really doesn't.
Okay, well, keep us posted.
Oh well. Friday she should be getting all the results, but they think that the cancer is spread.
I hate cancer.
So please just keep her in your prayers.
Definitely. You can put you probably don't want to put anything in the group in there, but
Well, yeah, she knows. I told her I was going to talk to y'all tonight, and I was going to ask for y'all's prayers for her.
well, yeah, thank you for letting us know. Keep us posted.
I will. And her 13-year-old daughter doesn't know
Oh gosh.
100% everything. So Michaela is her name. Keep her in your prayers too.
Definitely. Thank you. Oh man, it's hard for I don't even want to talk about any business stuff anymore.
I'm sorry. No, she wouldn't like
but,
that.
this
She
is
would not
life.
like that.
This is life. This
Mhm.
unfortunately stuff like crap happens.
Yeah.
And sometimes it makes it really hard to want to do any business. So I told
I know. But
that's
she wouldn't want that. She wouldn't want that for us. She's a hoot. She's a hoot too. So,
So this lovely Zoom told me that because I'm not paying for this, we have 7 minutes and 50 seconds left. So, so I'm going to talk fast because we're going to get cut off. But I'm recording this, so it's going to go on the YouTube channel. I'll share the link in our group for anybody who wants to watch this again. You guys, if you were not here right at 8, you missed a dance party, and that's not in the video. Okay, so the last skill that we're going to talk about is sponsoring, and I'm going to be honest again, sponsoring is something that I struggle with too. I'm going to mute you guys real quick because I'm getting background noise. I'm sorry to be a butthead.
that's okay. I was hearing something too. So,
Okay, I muted you guys all. So sorry. We lost Anna, but maybe she'll come back. Tiffany, you cannot distract me by moving your mouth like you're talking. We have 6 minutes and 53 seconds. Time is of the essence. So yeah, sponsoring is something that has been, it's tough for me. And I think it's because in my former direct sales company, I just saw that mentality like, I need team members. And that's just not how I am. And that's not what I've experienced for myself in Pink Zebra. I don't meet a lot of consultants that are like, I mean, there are some, there's bad apples in every bunch, but what I see in, our group, and then even like Dana, I'm putting like hands in the air, cause she's, above us. It's not about convincing someone that they just need to come join our team. It's about sharing the information and them deciding if, number one, if they think it's going to be right for them, or number two, if they're willing to give it a try. And there are some times where you'll have someone on the fence and they'll be like, oh, I don't know. And, I always say, well, you can always try it. And if you suck at it, then you get a discount. Like, nobody's judging you. There's no like, oh, you get a, poopy trophy because you suck. It's not about that. It's, this business is not for everyone. And not everyone wants to be in a business like this. That's why we have customers. But if someone has been thinking about it and thinking, oh, I would like to make extra money, I just say, you just don't know until you try. So we're having an event Wednesday night. You guys are all welcome to come. If you know someone who you think has an interest in learning more about Pink Zebra, invite them. But basically, we're just going to share information and answer questions. And that is how I feel like I team build. So I'll use Amy as an example, just because, she joined our team today. I don't know her. She was looking for a consultant, someone to answer her questions. Just so happens that she's in a Facebook group with a girl I went to middle school and high school with. And that girl who has never bought Pink Zebra from me, she's not my customer. She just knows I'm a Pink Zebra girl. So she, told Amy about me and vice versa. And we just started a conversation. And all I wanted to do was answer Amy's questions. I don't throw a bunch of information on people because you never know what people want to know. Hey, look, a dog. I feel like I need to click on the, I guess because I'm the only one talking, it doesn't change view. So I feel bad for the people who watch the playback and they don't actually get to see the dog. They're missing like a really fun show right now with Vicky and her crazy doggy. I love it. We can't hear you, Vicki, because I muted you. But and we lost people. I'm so sad. But yeah, so, you know, I asked Amy what questions she had, and as she had them, I answered them. And, you know, I just think that that's, in my experience, just the easiest way to share our business. Don't vomit information on people. Don't stalk people. Just share. Okay, so I have 3 minutes left. And so I wanted to talk to you guys about just a few things, and hopefully some of our new consultants will see this, or anyone who's like, oh, I want to do more. I don't know what to do. And I want to tell you guys real quick about my launch party, because it's one of my highest parties and I'm so proud of it, but I worked my butt off for it. So I personally invited people. I mean, I had a list of like a couple hundred people. I went through all my customers and sister consultants from my past business that I'm Facebook friends with. I made this crazy list. I had it in a spreadsheet, and I didn't get to talk to like every single person, but I tried to personally reach out to as many people as possible. Yes, it was a lot of work, and yes, it was time consuming, but I promise you it was worth it, and it will be worth it for you, because I think people enjoyed hearing from me. And I invited them to come celebrate the launch of my new business. So I think that we need to get in the inviting mentality more. Hey, I'd like to invite you to come, check out this new product, or, whatever. I'm obviously not going to use invite all the time in every sentence, but I'm getting ready to start reaching out to some people who've never tried Pink Zebra that I'm friends with, and I'm going to just invite them to come and learn more. So I think coming from that standpoint, I'm not saying, hey, I want you to come to a party and buy stuff, but hey, just come check it out and learn more. So I invited people to come celebrate with me. I asked for orders from people who could not come. That's a big deal. Almost 50% of my launch party sales came from outside orders from people who could not even be at the party. I kept my party fun and simple. And that is the thing. You guys you won't hear, there's no other word you're going to hear out of my mouth more often than fun and simple, because that's like the secret to everything. Keep it fun, keep it simple. I took my kit everywhere. I took it to work. I took it to see family. Hey, do you want to sniff this? And if they didn't, then they didn't, but at least I invited them to sniff. Okay, so I have less than a minute. I'm about to run out of time. We don't have time for Q&A, unfortunately. I'm going to post this on YouTube and then on the team page. And if you guys do have any follow-up questions, ask me there. We did it. I love y'all. Bye, guys.